Welcome, everyone. This is Ladies' #1 Detective Agency Clearing the Paranormal podcast. I am your host, Aimée Clark. Today is December 13th, 2023, and this is episode 7, the closing of case number 1, or so we think. I am joined today by my co-hosts. I'm Janet Graham.
Howdy.
And Bill Johnston.
Hi.
In addition, we have Shelly online. Shelly owns the properties that we have been talking about and working on. And we thought last episode that we would have had all the clearing completed with the properties. However, as we rolled through that episode, we discovered there was some really cool information. The last property we cleared, it was a cabin on a river. And it actually had some UFO extraterrestrial activity that's there. Janet advised we needed to do a bit of tweaking. And we did an additional clearing of 10 square kilometers. And then we also decided what would be a good idea is to set a grid, an energetic grid on the property. And we've now completed, Bill and I completed the clearing of the larger area, and I placed the grid as well. Did you have something you wanted to add at this point?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Okay, so, and in between the last episode and today, we asked Shelly if she could go and take some pictures. We hadn't done the clearing yet, so Shelly had taken some pictures before we did the second clearing. And Bill, you were pretty excited about one of the pictures that you saw, though.
Yeah, when I first had a look at the cabin, I did recognize the cabin as the image that I had saw when we did the initial clearing. And then when you sent the picture of the cabin from the river, so you're back to the river, that was exactly what I saw. The large evergreens on both sides, cabin in the middle, and the little window in the center. So if you were to picture that at night with the light on, that would have been exactly what I saw when we did the initial clearing. So that was quite interesting. And I did notice the cloud formations above there. I only had a chance to look at it briefly on my phone today, so be interesting to see it once May pulls it up on the screen. We can discuss that.
Yeah, because there was some interesting things with the cloud formations in the second set. Well, I looked at both of them, so they were both really, really interesting to look at. So we did a 10-kilometer clearing, and the way we do that is we take a Google Earth map. Bill did the circumference around the area, and we did the clearing last evening. And Bill, when we did the clearing, what did you pick up, if anything?
I didn't pick up much. I always like to look at the map anyway and look at the ground formations and stuff. We ended up doing a 10-kilometer radius, which is larger, so that'd be 20 kilometers across.
Right.
So we did a larger area, so your neighbors will benefit.
Nice. Yeah, and we both of us didn't really get much. So I did get right at the beginning, as I think I described it to Bill. I wanted to describe it, the only word I had really was vortex, but that wasn't even actually the right word. And I said, it's like if there's foam, like on water, for example, and then there's like sprinkles of dirt on it. That's what it kind of looked like. And then as we did the clearing, it was a pretty easy clearing to do. Which was kind of surprising, but in some ways it was surprising, but it just kind of means for me, I think, is that when we do that special portal clearing, that because of it going into the land, into the water, maybe it did a wider area than we expected. I don't know, but neither one of us got a whole lot. Now when I did the grid, so I am going to share my screen here just to, oh, it doesn't work that way. So for the people that are listening to us, I am just going to pull up a picture of the grid that I did, just so that everyone here can see. And we'll just have to twist. Okay, just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna go back and share my screen. And then I think, there we go. We have everybody up here. So when I went to do the actual grid, I did take a Google Earth, and then I get guidance as to where to actually draw everything. And the first one I did, they went, nope. So I had to change it a little bit. And it was just to shift it more onto the other side, like where it's going into where the higher numbers are. And then the numbering starts from 1 and goes all the way around to 29, and 30 being the middle point. So as I placed the rainbow quartz, and I was having a bit of trouble with the rainbow quartz itself, so I started to visualize an inclusion of rainbow into the quartz, because for some reason just rainbow quartz, and I tried to look it up after, and it could be maybe that some of the rainbow quartz excuse me, is actually manufactured. So as soon as I did that, it went better. Now, what was really interesting, and this is a piece of paper I left at home, but I do remember some of the numbers. As I placed each of the crystals, some of them went in and stopped short. Some of them went in deep, 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 and it had nothing to do with what might have been on the ground there or in the way. So 13 of them went in short, and 14 of them went in really deep and expansive. And 2 of them went, as soon as I put them in, just were like waves that went through. And when I placed the middle one, it was like waves from the center, going out to each, connecting to each crystal in the circle. So that was really interesting. And I will
Would you say that would be like a tent structure?
oh, that's a
The
good way to
grid?
describe. I was trying to think how, what would, like a circus tent, like the you know, you have your middle piece and then the ribs going out
Yeah,
to each one. It was like flowing out to each one. And the middle piece was copper and rose quartz. So we are
Beautiful.
going to send you a piece of copper. So that one, I know there's a tree right there. So I guess beneath there would be the center point that you could place the quartz and the copper. So that's just where we ended up.
The tree is gone now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, this is an older, looks like an older
picture.
Yeah, a lot of even the tree line there, a lot of that has been gone. So this is an older
Okay.
photo on Google. Must be a Google Earth, right?
Yes. Or Google, yeah, I think it was Google Earth I used.
Mm-hmm.
So Janet, maybe we'll turn it over to you now. So with the second clearing, we didn't really get a whole bunch. And you did say we just had to tweak it. And then I got some interesting things around the grid. So when you think about what the spirit have to say about these steps that we did.
Well, number one, when I saw the pictures before and then the pictures after the clearing, and after you tweaked it, that it was like, holy, it just all started clearing. You felt like every time I looked at the picture, I felt like taking a deep breath and going, oh, this feels good. This feels great. It feels like a place for a new beginning. It doesn't feel like everything is stuck anymore. So I really like that. I really like the fact that when I looked into the sky, the pictures of the sky were totally different and they were more open, but you could still see a ship there. There is a ship in one of the pictures,
Yeah.
just hovering, because I just felt like that was almost one of their home bases. Okay. And
we'll go to the pictures because I actually circled some stuff in the pictures. So I
Okay,
will
great.
share my screen with that. So what
Okay.
about the grid itself, like the short stop and then the long and then the waves? And I wish I had a picture of it because I was trying to find a pattern. I'm always looking for a pattern. So I was trying to find a pattern in what it was looking like, but you may not need to see the pattern. So
I don't need to see the pattern. I can feel the pattern. Okay. And I could feel the land and what it feels like now. And the fact that some of those crystals were only part way in is because that's all they needed.
okay.
That section that's all it needed was part of that crystal, not the whole crystal. The crystal will eventually sink in, okay, and get more grounded. But for now, that's all it needs. And the ones that are in deep, that I want to say is where there was footsteps, where there was people who passed, because that's what I get a strong sense of people passing in that on those points.
Yeah.
Almost like that battle Bill was talking about earlier, that he had felt that was there when they first occupied that land,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense to you.
Okay. And what about the
Okay.
waves from the center? And do anything about that, or you just think it's energetically everything connecting?
Energetically, hun, everything went bing, bing, bing. So it's all connected now. And that's why there is such an ease in the place now. Even, I believe, even when Shelly went there, she
Yeah,
felt,
we'll get Shelly to talk about that next
yeah,
if that's
because when you look at it and you feel it, you just, it's like night and day. It's totally different.
Mhm.
I feel joyful about that lot now, whereas before it was a sense of dread. So now you can go ahead, you can make plans, you can build something there with ease and watch it fall into place if you choose to.
Mhm.
Or, you can choose to let it go. But I don't think David's ever going to let go of that.
So before we go on to the pictures, maybe Shelly, like maybe you can talk about when you were there, because you went there before we did the second clearing, and then after we did the clearing and the grid. So are you able to talk about those two times
Sure.
if they're
I,
distinguishable?
sure. I went a few days ago. I wasn't sure. I was out of town, so I wasn't sure if you had a chance to do the grid. So I went out just to kind of check things out. The feeling was much, much better. Like there was no nausea. And I took pictures. I thought things looked better. I thought things felt better. And I kind of stayed out there for a little bit. And then I reached out to you. You said you hadn't done it yet. And then, I went back out there today after you finished doing the grid. And again, right, just calm, beautiful. Um, and totally got the sense today, like the energy on there was, it's time to build,
Wow.
which is the first time I've ever got that message.
Wow.
It's time to build. Um, yeah, and again, it'd be interesting to see the pictures and what you guys see, but to me, things just look calmer
Mm-hmm.
as far as the sky. I guess I don't know if you'll show the picture, the one downriver was clouds are almost touching the water on that one, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think overall, like this is beyond anything I expected when you talked about, the clearing and this has been beyond. Like I'm excited about all of it.
Well, I think what we'll do is we'll bring up the ones after the grid was laid. And to me, like when I looked at the pictures, I'm just going to share the screen here for a second. It seemed sparkly.
Mm.
Um,
Effervescent.
Whoops, I don't want that one. Why did it do that? Hang on a second here. All right, so I know the people that are listening. Can you see this screen with the yellow circle? Can you ladies see it?
Yes.
Can you see it, Janet?
No.
But Shelley, you can?
I can, but it's, it's small.
Oh, hang on here.
It's not full screen.
Can you see it now?
No,
Hmm.
it's just a small little glimpse of it.
Maybe, okay, maybe what I have to do is actually open it up and then share it. Let me see. If not, I'll let you guys know which one I'm looking at, and then that way you can you see it now?
No. Oh, yes, there you
Oh,
go.
there it is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So remember in behind here, so we're looking at the cabin for the people who are listening. We're looking at the cabin, and in behind the cabin is the river. And where we're looking is where we had seen a ship and behind there. And I still see like an outline there. Can you see that?
I can
Yes.
still see the ship.
Yeah, still see something
And
there.
it's big. It's huge.
It's a great big one.
Yeah.
But everything feels clear, how would you describe it?
Calm.
Yeah, it's not a heavy feeling at all.
Yeah. Like when you tap into it energetically. Then the other one that I wanted to share, I mean, all of the pictures that we looked at of, how Janet had described kind of the that it was almost like a bridge over the property. Let me just bring this one up. I see it takes a minute to load, so just hang on here. So I still see it, but I see it differently. So just let me know when this pops up on your screen.
It's there.
So I know the sun is shining in this picture, so we're looking down the river to the right, if you're facing the river to the right of the cabin. And I know this, some of this might be light, but this circle that I put here is also where we had seen something before. So this part of the sky, even though there's faint clouds, there's a definite different color there. I don't know if you can see it in this picture,
You
but you
can
might
still
want to
see
look
the
at.
outline.
Yes.
Aimée, there's still another ship there.
Yeah, I still see something, and even lower in the
Yeah.
bottom part of the circle here. But when you look at the clouds, like all the clouds are just coming over this area. So it will be really interesting just when you go out there, just really kind of pay attention to the sky and what you might see, because we've done these grids and clearings for other places. And the really cool thing that happens is they can actually see a dome of energy or a dome of light over the area. Or they'll see rainbows where it doesn't seem possible that there could even be a rainbow. Some people
I've
see
also
orbs.
seen in one of the clouds like a godlike face.
Do you remember?
That was the
Okay.
one is that on the left side of the cabin?
I'm just gonna pull, let
I
me just pull
believe
up.
so. But you see the face very, very clearly. It's almost like a Roman warrior.
Do you remember which one it was, Janet?
No.
Okay. I'd have to look. Do you remember where you saw it, Bill?
No, I thought maybe Janet was talking about the one on the left side of the cabin, but
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna just keep going through here.
not just keep it narrow.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could. This one? There's this picture is on. Yeah, this one was really interesting too.
Yeah, bring that one up.
Yeah, I think we should bring that one up. So hang on a sec here. Whoops.
Yeah, because as soon as I seen the picture, like right in the middle of the picture, that's what you saw. You saw the head, the guy's head.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
It's exactly what she
Can you
talked
see
about.
right here?
It's not up yet.
Oh, it's not up yet. Can you see it now? So now this is for the listeners, we're on looking from the river back to the river with looking towards the cabin. So
Yeah, right there.
can you
See
see
it?
that? There looks like this beautiful face just kind of resting on the cloud.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then there's something
Exactly.
interesting going down here below too, which doesn't seem like normal cloud formation. Yeah, this all across in here.
Well,
and
then
down
there's
in
a ship
here.
back down here too. Go lower.
Yeah,
Okay, go up a little wee bit. One more little bit. One more. Bang, stop.
right
There.
here.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, in this area here.
exactly.
Okay.
But it's like now they're watching over
Yeah,
and they're protecting.
yeah. This is so distinguishable. And I think if you look at the other pictures, you're going to see some more evidence of it as well. So,
Can you see that, Shell?
Yeah, that's wow. Wow.
So that would be where we're talking about that cloud that looks like a head or a warrior.
mhm.
That would be where I would have saw the malicious looking one in the original, when we did the original clearing.
Oh,
It
wow.
would be up
Okay.
about that high, so
Not malicious anymore.
no.
No, it looks very kind and resting.
Wow.
So,
This is powerful. Thank you. Wow.
you're very welcome. Does anybody have anything else they would like to share about this? Anything else in the pictures? Janet,
I
did you
just
get
was
anything else?
fascinated with all the pictures and the
Mhm.
difference. And even to the point in some of the pictures, you see the clouds and you see the circle where it's all clear and the clouds just spreading out, you know? And it felt so beautiful.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's a beautiful property. But when you look at the sky, when I looked at the sky before the clearing, it seemed gray, it seemed sad, and it felt like so much sorrow there.
Mhm.
Now it feels beautiful and light and clear.
Yeah.
I
And
like that. That's
Mm.
beautiful.
and
Me too.
even in the first set of pictures that you sent since we did the original clearing, so the first set you sent after you got like this week, I mean, I could still sense that the energy was really good there. It just felt a bit misty. I don't know how else to describe it. And then this clearing, when I saw these pictures, and it's not, I mean, the sun was shining the first day you took the picture, so it has nothing to do with that. This time it just seems so crystal clear and just calm, peaceful, really beautiful. So,
Nice. Thank you.
Absolutely.
well, thank you very much, Shelly, for bringing this very interesting case to the ladies' #1 detective agency. I think we can actually say it's now a closed case. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Janet and Bill.
Good luck with your property in the future.
Keep
Thank
us
you.
posted.
I will. I will definitely keep you posted. Looking
Okay.
forward to.
And I am going to send you the grid so that you can send energy to the grid as well to
Oh,
keep it
perfect.
all going. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, take care.
Bye.